Sword of Omens tells me that you're watching Southern Comic Geek. Thundercats. Ho!
What's up, YouTube? Southern Comic Geek coming to you live, at least if you're watching it live, today with new comic book day for me, as well new to me comic book day, where I get some goodies in the mail. Hopefully everybody is doing great. And before we get into all of this comic book goodness, go ahead and smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as the bell notification, so when videos like this go up ever so randomly, you are one of the first people to know and can make the conscious decision as to whether or not to watch it now or later. As long as you watch it, we appreciate you. Talking about people we appreciate, how about the ever-growing list of channel members, people that are supporting the channel through their monthly membership, whether on YouTube or on Patreon or both. And those members enjoy several benefits. If you're interested in what those might be, you can see the links in the description below. Now, not the least of which is our monthly giveaways. This month, we're going to be giving away one copy of each of the foil, gold, and regular copy of the channel's first exclusive Power Ninja Tunes, the Hulk 181 homage. They're all 9.8s, CBCS slabbed, and so that is what this month's giveaway is going to be. We've given away an ASM 300 newsstand, Uncanny X-Men 266, etc. And there you go. And also other benefits that we do throughout the month. Also, we have some discount codes. How about for all of your supplies? Visit bcwsupplies.com. Use the coupon code SCG at checkout and save yourself 10% on the order. If you can't remember all that, there is a link in the description below. What is going on? Papa Willie, Tricky's mom, left him alone long enough for him to come on the show, and I do appreciate that. What's going on, Pops? So got out to the comic book shop. I don't know that I feel comfortable calling this shop, because this is the other shop in town, but now it's the only shop in town. Calling it my LCS, even though I guess to me it would be a local comic book shop. But hey, what is Willie says he wants to be slinging them slabs, man. So he is making it rain in the right direction. Appreciate that, Pop Willie. Slim Comics and More. What's going on, man? How are you? Phil Ailing. Hello, hello, hello. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know if I like to call it that, just because with LCS, I feel like that's more of a local, makes you feel good, warm and fuzzy inside type of deal. I don't ever get that from this shop, which I'll talk about in a little bit. And then eventually you're going to say, well, Jason, if you feel that way about the shop, just start ordering them online. And then you don't got to worry about that shop anymore, which I might end up doing. So let's talk about some packages we got first. This first up, I got this package from Beta Ray Jim. So Beta Ray Jim is a seller. I think that's about what he does for his channel. I don't know if he does any content. I don't remember seeing any videos recently from him. But he does sell a lot. Normally these days it's on Strictly Comics, one of Strictly's many. I think Strictly has a auction like every day of the week almost. And he has pull boxes. Beta does. He has auctions, etc. Now this right here is actually what he called a beta box. And so it was $60 shipped. So if you count $9 shipping, basically $51 worth of books in here. And he said you were guaranteed, you know, the value here. I don't remember how many books he said was going to be in here, but we shall see that in just a minute. Always good to get these in the mail, because then I can use those to ship to other folks. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books. So 7 books. First off, I got, this is the Amazing Spider-Man something another. This is one of the street level heroes. And a lot of what Beta Ray, I keep saying Bill, Beta Ray Jim sells is the street level heroes. He shops a lot on their various website sale days and stuff like that. Gets a lot of boxes from them, obviously. Michael Gallant, what's going on? And ironically enough, I just got this one from him in a recent pull. So Wolverine #3, Miko Sion, goodness right there. So yeah, that would definitely be a keeper if I did not already have it. Now this is a Papa Wheelie cover if I ever did see one. X-Men number 19. Some White Queen there. Then we got Venom number 29. This is a variant edition, one of the billions of them. And this is a Tyler Kirkham cover. Hellions number 9, the variant cover. Hellions, one of the my more favorite, if you want more favorite, more liked X titles currently. Death Metal number 3. Nice cover there. I already have this one as well. And then Star Wars High Republic number 4. I want to say I got that one too. Let me see. So, let's see. Here's a story. Let's see if I have that or not. Republic. It's number 4. I do have that. When did I get that? I got it out of a mystery box. Probably, I think I got it out of a Spider-Man booth mystery box, actually. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think I have this one. So 6, 7. Got 7 books for $60. So it's a little bit less than what his mystery pool box is, and that's counting shipping, which the mystery pools do not. So it's probably a decent enough deal. But there's also some kind of financial value in the fact that I'm on his wheel. So he does like giveaways every thing as long as you spend at least $25. So that landed me 2 spots on the wheel, and then he does a bigger prize at the end of the month. So landed me on the 2 chances to win. So I guess there's some value in that as well. So pretty fair, I think. Scarecrow's Comic Asylum. So Scarecrow is going to be one of the cartoon crew coming at you on this channel, 1 p.m. Central Time on Saturday. So go ahead and hit that bell notification so you don't miss any of that. I'm going to save that one till later. Not later, but later on the show. Speaking of the Saturday morning cartoon crew, last week we were joined by one of the channel members, T. Ravis Comics, and so that was the first time that he's been on the channel, been a member of the channel, but it was the first time for him to sell on the channel. And I think he was just clearing out some books, and he's like me, he does a lot of the Walmart packs, and every so often you got to cull a little bit out of the collection, make room for some newer stuff, fresher stuff that you want. And yeah, so he had some stuff up, and I took advantage of some of the deals that he had going on. So let's see what we got. All right, so Exo Manowar number 0, some Chromium Joe Quesada goodness. Every time I see this on the cheap, this is one of those books that I just pick up. As is this one, Ninjak number 1, another Quesada Chromium wraparound cover from there. Brian said, yeah, some of us have too much stuff. I know the feeling. Well, see, he also had a Bloodshot 1, which I did not want to go after. If anybody else in the chat needed one, and so somebody did pick it up. I don't remember. I think it was Ohana Comics, but somebody else picked it up, and I didn't get it, so I didn't add it to my repertoire of many of those. So this is New Avengers number 5, David Finch cover. This is one I already have. This actually was my first avatar on YouTube when I first started making videos for comic books. This was my first avatar. And I already have this comic, but it was up there for too cheap because it wasn't a Turok 1. I would have been foaming at the mouth that way, right? But he had it up there too cheap. So I'm already getting some books. Let me get that one too. Amazing Spider-Man 55. This is the 3rd print of that Gleason cover. Flash number 1 from Rebirth. Again, this is the reason I bought that was because, hey, it was just up there too cheap to let it pass. Gotham Central #1. Ed Brubaker, Greg Rucka on this. There was some heat on this book for a little while. People were speculating that they were going to use it for the Gotham show. I don't know whatever became of that, but went ahead and got that. And then Spider-Man #2, Spider-Man Men 2, issue 3. I think this is the first appearance of Evil Miles, maybe. And just got that again because it was up there too cheap. I already had books coming to me, so you'll probably see that book coming to an auction near you. Not that I don't already have enough stuff to auction off. Jimmy G, Comic Guy. What is going on? How are you? Then I got this from Shortbox. Speaking of Shortbox, Brian Wells is in the chat. Brian Wells, also known as Shadow Sip, is a contributor of Shortbox, and he does an article on the Shortbox app. So if you're not familiar with Shortbox, currently all they are selling is slab comics. That's where I sell my slab comics. It's a much easier transaction in my mind than what eBay is. But anyways, so check him out if he has not, or if you're not already on Shortbox, check it out. And he does an article about that on there. This is a book I bought on Shortbox. And so I go through these phases. I think we all do, right? Where you're kind of hip on one thing. I've seen these collectors that are so focused on their collecting, and I envy them for sure because I'm not that way. So 1 minute I might be leaning heavy into foreign comics. 1 minute I might be leaning into Batman. 1 minute I'm leaning into Turtle comics. 1 minute I'm leaning into Valiant comics. And when I say leaning, I'm not talking about just regular stuff that I buy, like the new books or books to fill a run, stuff like that. I'm talking about leaning in as in, okay, this is a big book. You don't really see it that often. Let me go ahead and search it out and find it, pick it up. So that's what I mean by that. So those focus collectors that you see, and all they have is, say, Captain America, or all they have is Batman. I envy them because I'm just not that way. You've seen my collection room, my curio cabinet, or my Detolf, or my toy shelf, my pops, all that kind of stuff. If you've seen all that, then you would say, what exactly do you not like? There are a lot of things, I can assure you. But anyway, Jimmy G says, variety is the spice of life. There you go, Jimmy G. That's what I want to say too. So I was on a turtle kick lately, and went to a comic shop. What set me off on it was I went to a comic shop and found some of those oddball turtle books that, you know, before they really hit it big when the cartoon hit and took off, and you know, the Archie series, which was more like the comic book, the stuff where it was a little more edgy, not really child for the children, and it had the turtle tail and all that kind of stuff. Peter Laird and gang did not really have or Kevin Eastman did not really have a game plan. They were just happy to be there, happy that they were taking off, happy that their people, their turtles, their creations were showing up in all these books. And so I found several of those. And so when I opened up the Shortbox app and I seen this, I said, I'm going to go ahead and get this. Just oddball stuff, really. It was much better than the Whedon version. I tell you, I was in a comic shop where was I at? In Atlanta. I think it was Atlanta. And anyways, the comic shop owner said that the Snyder Cut Justice League was just as good as Avengers Endgame. I said, well, everybody's entitled to their opinion. You're entitled to be wrong. I think it was good. It wasn't Endgame level. Okay. So I think they crammed too much into it just to get it out there to have DC's version of Avengers. They would have been much better served building something up, because in game is the cultivation of all those years and stuff, and so it just made it a lot more impactful, if you will. Tapia's Family United Comics, what is going on? How are you? So this is what I picked up from Shortboxed. Cowabunga Comics TMNT benefit book from Mirage Studios in 1991. This is a weekend charity event for Friends of Children Incorporated, exclusive wraparound cover. It is also signed by Kevin Eastman. Surprisingly, he doesn't have his traditional turtle remark on this, but this is signed by Kevin Eastman. It does not look that Kevin Eastman done the art on this. So this is a wraparound cover. What's going on, Austin LeMay? We have this turtle stuff coming up there, and of course Austin did a killer, pun intended, something is killing the turtles deal. So you have several of the turtle foes right there. You got Leatherface and that wombat guy. I remember having him when I was a kid. So pretty cool. I don't recognize that signature back there, but it says includes pinups by Jim Lawson, Steve Levine, Ken Mitroni, Mark Bode, Dan Berger, A.C. Farley, Michael Zulli, Peter Laird, Kevin Eastman, and Eric Talbot. So there you go. Reprinted cover, Michael Dooney. Okay, so there you go. Michael Dooney. So it's one of those little oddball things. You don't see these, everywhere you go, and it is an earlier, because it's 1991, so Turtles came out in 87 or 88. So still fairly early. Add that to the PC. Look at that. White pages. White pages. Okay. So then let's open this last box before I get into my new comic book books. I think back to Papa Willie's question, I think that the Snyder Cut really fleshed out the Flash and Cyborg a lot better than the Whedon Cut did, for sure. All right. So let's talk about this guy before I show this book, and that is the Bearded Comic Bro. The Bearded Comic Bro is one of the channel supporters here on YouTube. He is a content creator as well. You might recognize that logo right there. Puts out his own content, so be sure to check him out, Bearded Comic Bro. Him and his wife, Mrs. Bearded, will constantly put out various funny stuff. He does interviews, etc., etc., etc. Really top-notch content. And he put out a deal that he had an exclusive. I mean, here the guy is. He's dropping some great content, but he's not even at 1,000 subs. He's already dropping exclusive. So shout out to him. Congratulations on that. And the funny thing was, one, it's an homage cover. So I'm a sucker for homage covers. Want to support somebody else in the community, in particular someone who is a channel member, and which, like I said, Greg or Bearded Comic Bro is. And then when I saw homage, it was funny on top of that, so I just had to get it. So I reached out to him, said, put me down for one, and he sent me the deal. And here it is. This is the jump to Trauma Purge. And so that's him and Mrs. Bearded, if you didn't guess. There as Marty McFly and Doc. So that is pretty cool, pretty dope. I don't know if he has any more of these left. I don't know how many you ordered in the first place. It is not a square bound, but it is kind of a thicker book. So I don't know how many of these he ordered. So kind of a nice glossier cover. It's nice from the standpoint, one standpoint, but the other point, it gets fingerprints a lot easier. So I don't know anything about this story. I know it's an indie story called The Jump from Half Evil Comics. I guess if it's half evil, that means it's half good. Rylan Grant is the writer. Artist is Fabio Alves. Colorist, Edison Faria. Don't know any of these names. Special thanks to Steve Prince, Carla Nappi, and Jeff Leeds. So this is obviously a independent comic. I don't know anything again about the story. just knew that it was somebody from the community with a pretty cool homage cover, and so decided to get in on the action. And so if you are interested in picking up one of these, and he has one of these left, hit up the Bearded Comic Bro over on the Instagrams, and he will hook you up. So he threw this in, as well as his dope logo there. The algorithm is up in the house. What is going on? That's why we've got 12 people in here, because the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm, has assisted our efforts. Tyler, Shattered Glass Comic Reviews. What is going on? Another channel member who I just watched your video with you and Lee. How y'all time all that to, well, I'm not going to spoil it for anybody who hasn't already gone over to Whack Comics and check that out. Whack Comics, Tyler is another channel supporter, and go check them out. If you're not already subscribed to them, go give them a sub up. They're heading towards that 1,000 subscriber mark. I know he's doing a giveaway there, and so go check them out. Captain Beardo heard me say something about a beard, and he just had to come in on this action. What's up, Captain Beardo? Talking about Tyler. I still got right over here on my stack of stuff the famed Tyler Sonic sketch cover. So yeah, y'all are getting there. But like they put, I will say this, they put a lot more effort into making their videos than I do. You know, my videos are live auctions or live shows like this. I do recorded videos sometimes when it's convenient for me to get to do the haul or something at night. But I don't edit none of it. So Tyler and them do put a lot more effort and work into it. Yeah, well, this is my professional side of my wall. So this is the side that everybody at work sees and all that kind of stuff. My nerd side is on the other side over there. I've been threatening to get one of those stand-up desks so I can do like the show from having the backdrop of, you can see all my toys and pops and stacks of comic book boxes and my wall of Hulk 181s and 181 homages, but I haven't done it yet. Yeah, they'd be like, yeah, who done that? Your kid? Oh, okay. Right. Well, anyways, so let's talk about New Comic Book Day. So New Comic Book Day was kind of depressing for me because when I went into the shop that I'm left with, if I want to physically shop near to my house, which is an hour away, by the way, they had already either not gotten a lot of their books out or comb through them and put them on eBay, which they're subject to do, or maybe they just had a run on them. I don't know, but yeah, it does some random guy, and he likes Tootsies, and he's associated with Sock Puppet Gate. You know, I don't know, just some guy. But there were a lot of books that I had missed out on. I'm going to have to either figure something out. They actually asked me if I was a subscriber today. I said, well, that's quite interesting. That's the first time you've ever asked me that. As many times I've been in the store and as much as I bought, you know, one would think that they would be looking for subscribers, but they're like, hey, he's coming in anyway, so I ain't got to worry about him, I guess. But anyway, I've got to figure something else out because I'm missing out on books. And like the Thor that came out today, I wanted to get that 1 in 25 homage to Hulk 1, King Size Annual 1. There's several, the Lee Bermejo Detective Comics cover, I didn't get it yet. So I'm going to be going out of town next week, so I'll pick it up. I just got to figure something out. Anyway. I did pick up these. This is the shocking thing because this shop is one of those that does not price their stuff, their back issues. It's not in order. And so you go through and then they wait till you get to the counter to eBay you. Not eBay sold you, but eBay price you. And which is, it's really idea. No Bad Idea books. This shop doesn't carry them. So, Brian, the one shop I had that had the Bad Idea books was 2 hours away from me, which was fine because they were willing to hold them for me and everything. They finally got the ENIAC book in. To their credit, they got it in. It was like a month after it released. And they got ENIAC 1 and 2 in and Tankers 1. And they sold them to me for cover price. I was out of town in Atlanta and got the other Tankers issues, other ENIAC issues that I was missing that were released at that time, and the Whale book. I can't remember the name of it. And then the Sleigh Bells book with Santa going nuts, going postal. But aside from that, that same shop said, "Hey, we're going out of business." Oh, wow, great. So now I have no shops near me that are doing the Bad Idea stuff. So that's kind of, that sucks. Yeah, the Bermejo cover is super fire. If y'all haven't seen, if you like Bermejo and you haven't seen issue 4 of Wonder Woman Black, White, and Gold, check it out. It's fire. Fire. Okay. So, but I'm surprised that this shop, which is known for that pricing practice, did not get a hold of these. Look at that. Jenny Frizen on Eat the Rich. I already picked up a copy of this last week, and then when I got it, I was like, what? Man, that's like a bigger book, and they haven't priced it yet. And so they had 3. These were the only ones they had left on the deal. So I picked all 3 of them up. I'll be selling those because I already got one for the PC. But and it was actually a fun read too. I got it originally. It was just a cover buy. But what is going on, Sleeping Collectibles? Man, I saw on Instagram that you just hit it. Lucky hit pay dirt in the toy section. So check this out, Sleeping. So I got the red hood. So I've got the leg for Zemu. So I've still got to get Dormammu and the AIM Scientist to finish up Zemu. And then I had not been opening up. Okay, cool. Yeah, if you can get them for me, and I can let you know which ones I need. The ones that just came out last week or whatever, I definitely need that. Passive Aggressive. I don't have that one. So I have not been opening the Black series because they just look so great in those boxes. My daughter decided that she wanted to open one. So I looked down and there she was. She was opening it away. So I'm going to have to open this one and get it out. I'm going to have to let it breathe. Yeah. Y'all hear that, right? So that's my 3-year-old saying yeah, because he loves it. He loves it when I open up the toys because he'll come in and sneak them out. So these are the books that I did manage to pick up today. Exo Man of War number 5. Batman Superman 21, which I believe is the last of I think this is the last issue. And I actually thought this was a Bermejo cover, but it's somebody else. But it does favor Bermejo's art. I just noticed that big tick right there too. And then I got Detective 1042. Batman Pushed to the Edge. Normally, and nothing wrong with the Dan Mora covers. I just enjoy the Bermejo covers better. And, but I wanted to read the story, so what do you do? I've got I've got 2 magazine-size boxes. I also have a magazine-size slab box, or let me rephrase that. I think it's a slab box that I use for magazine books. I have picked up several whether they're early Turtle books, whether they're the Last Ronin books, who they don't really fit into a regular box, some other unique stuff like the old Hulk books, where Hulk and Moon Knight were in there together. My foreigns, because a lot of times the foreigns are wider. And then, of course, you mentioned the DC Prestige formats. I would get them. I mean, I like the Question, which was the Bill Sienkiewicz art on that. The main one being Batman Damn, Lee Bermejo, Brian Azzarello, which Brian Azzarello is going to be at Dallas Fan Expo, which I plan to get his signatures on that Batman Damn one. And I would get in on them. I've gotten most of them and have enjoyed the stories on all of them, all the ones I got. What's going on, Legion of Comics? How are you doing? Here's another guy who is well on his way to 1,000 subscribers. He's out there killing it, putting out the content. And so if you're not already subbed up to Mark over at Legion of Comics, go do that. Get in where you fit in. He's fixing to be doing a 900 subscriber giveaway over there on his channel. He's already at 916, I believe. And if you have not already, go get in on that while you can, because he'll be at 1,000 subs before you know it. Yeah. Well, hey, and then of course, Agu, if you ask anything about DC, of course, Mark is going to give it great kudos. So, Mark, have you read this one yet? Just picked up that and Detective Comics for the week. Also, Darth Vader number 15. I mean, it's no skin off my back because I was already picking up the Star Wars titles anyway. It's just that I think that they're already dragging off this War of Bounty Hunters way too long. It's like, you know, that was my whole thing with Tom King on the Batman run. Not that I didn't like it. I just felt like it could have been condensed. The stories could have been condensed a lot. So, yeah, it is the series ending. And so Batman and Superman was a title that I had dropped right after the Batman Who Laughs, the Infected storyline was over with. I had dropped it, and Mark convinced me to go back and get it, and I didn't regret it. It's been a fun, 5-6 issues since I picked it back up until now. So it's been fun, and that's the way it goes, right? The series that is $3.99, unlike most DC comics these days. The series is $3.99 and fun to read. They drop, and then the other ones, that some of the ones you go meh to, they keep. But overall, I've got 1, 2, not counting the Eat the Rich because I just bought those to sell, but just stuff for the PC today. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 books. One's a Valiant, 2 are DC, and only 1 is Marvel. So Marvel, where are you at? Where is your representation at? Now, I did mention that they had already sold all that stuff. So what do you do? What do you do? What say you? I will put this up here. Again, I do have some of the regular unslabbed versions of this Power Ninja Tunes still available. If you're interested, hit me up over on IG. That is the front and that is the back. For this month's giveaway, I am giving away a regular, a foil, and a gold of that same comic book, all 9/8. And this was of the Power Ninja Tunes. Joel Zar told me that this is the lowest print run of them all. And of course, the Hulk 181 homage there. And if you have not already done so, go ahead and smash that like button, just like Thor, drop that hammer down. And if you are interested, I did want to shout out the channel members, the people that are supporting the channel through that monthly membership. If you're interested in becoming a channel member, hit up those links in the description below, and you can find out all the benefits thereof. Yeah, man. So, and look, and if you become a channel member, this is what you get: a virtual hug, some bromance. How about that? And on top of that, if you are needing some boards and bags and supplies for your collectibles, whether they're cards, coins, newspapers, or comic books, etc., visit bcwsupplies.com. Use the coupon code SCG at checkout and save yourself 10% on your order. And if you can't remember all that, there's a link in the description below for that as well. I do appreciate those of you who have, how much are they? The regular are $15 plus shipping. Yeah, so the regulars are $15 plus shipping. And that's shipped in a Gemini mailer, priority mail mailer. So, but thank you all for hanging out with me now. Tonight, I will be on Thunder God Comics' auction, which is, I think, at 8:30 Central Time. So if you're up that late, just wanting to open up another window in your browser and hear what's going on, I'm going to be selling some books. Normally, he didn't sell a lot. Normally, he just kind of facilitates things, but I'm sure there'll be some other people on that auction as well. So come check it out, hang out, and if you find something that you're willing to depart with some certificates of appreciation known as American currency, then feel free to do so. Hopefully, everybody is having a great day, getting caught up on those comic books. What you been doing, man? What you been doing? Where you been? I appreciate you. Hey, ask John Comics with Kids. He doesn't think Central Time's the real time zone either. And so I rag him because he was late for a show we were doing one night, and because he thinks in Eastern or Pacific. So anytime I talk to him now, I always refer to things in Eastern time so that he doesn't mess things up. But yeah, that is a real time zone, I can assure you. But I do appreciate everybody for hanging out. Smash that like button before you get out of here, as well as bell notifications so you don't miss videos like this that drop ever so randomly. Also, remember, Saturday we will be having an auction here at 1 p.m. Central Time. Same bat channel. I am a hitter who is heavy. So you can take that a couple of different ways. Appreciate you, Agu. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody. Until next time, keep reading and keep collecting. Adios.